The map of Europe was redrawn without concern for either the aspirations of the peoples or the rights of the numerous princes dispossessed at one time or another by the French, but with considerable concern for the balance of the five great powers which emerged from the wars: Russia, Britain, France, Austria, and Prussia. Only the first three of these really counted. Britain had no territorial ambitions on the continent, though she preferred to keep control or a protective hand over points of maritime and commercial importance. She retained Malta, the Ionian Islands, and Heligoland, maintained a careful eye on Sicily, and benefited most evidently by the transfer of Norway from Denmark to Sweden, which prevented a single state from controlling the entry to the Baltic Sea, and the union of Holland and Belgium, the former Austrian Netherlands, which put the mouth of the Rhine and Scheldt in the hands of a harmless state, but one strong enough, especially when assisted by the barrier fortresses in the south, to resist the well-known French appetite for Belgium. Both arrangements were deeply unpopular with Belgians and Norwegians, and the latter only lasted until the 1830 revolution. It was then replaced, after some Franco-British friction, by a small permanently neutralized kingdom under a prince of British choice. Outside Europe, of course, British territorial ambitions were much greater, though the total control of all seas by the British Navy made it largely irrelevant whether any territory was actually under the British flag or not, except on the northwestern confines of India, where only weak or chaotic principalities or regions separated the British and the Russian empires. But the rivalry between Britain and Russia hardly affected the area which had to be resettled in 1814-1815. In Europe, British interests merely required no power to be too strong. Russia, the decisive military power on land, satisfied her limited territorial ambitions by the acquisition of Finland,